Hello, Cake Salad. Sorry, there's a cat right here. So the tasty components prior to me, Sarah, Jared, and Jess have all uploaded videos. And I actually spent all of yesterday thinking Sarah hadn't, even though she had, but that stupid YouTube publish feature. But whatever, moving on. If you haven't seen her video yet, it's published, it's out there, go watch it right now. So we sort of had this thing where we talked about motivation and getting going, and Jessica, I almost said Sarah, Jessica asked me if I knew who Kevin Smith was and to take a look at Clerks 1 versus Clerks 2, which were made, of course, a decade apart. Clerks 1 was very low budget, black and white, you know, just really quick, put together, and I actually am an avid fan of Kevin Smith because my eldest sister, who is the same age as Jess, was obsessed with him. So I saw Clerks 1 in comparison to Clerks 2, and I've seen Jay and Silent Bob movies and Dogma and all sorts of other Kevin Smith movies. And I understand that this crappy little comedy movie launched this entire career, and he does everything now. So really, he had just a small amount of money, not a lot of things to work with, and he just made this huge career for himself out of nothing. That also has something to do with luck, I want to say, because not everybody just gets everything handed to them because they did one great thing. Some people get noticed and other people don't. I'm not going to say that's like my crutch for like not doing well. I'm not going to say, you know, if I worked hard, I might not even make it, because I understand. I understand entirely what you are trying to convey to me. Another thing that sort of like was given a low budget and a week to film and put up and spanned across 6 or 7 movies was the Saw franchise. Originally, Saw 1 was just a 15-minute short film, and they liked it so much that they gave them a budget and said, film this in a week, make a movie, and we'll see where it goes. Basically, they filmed in pretty much one spot and made the entire movie in the course of a week with like $1,200. I don't know, it's a really, really low budget, but it got the success it needed to span over 6 movies, which is kind of incredible. And now the makers of Saw are doing all sorts of things. So, I mean, that just goes to prove that one little put together quickly done thing can lead into a career. But I understand that it's not like just do this and then eventually you'll make it, but don't ever improve. I understand that you're not saying, you know, do crappy now and keep doing crappy. You know, you gotta practice and work at it and improve your skill if you want to continue to make it. You've got to adapt, blah, blah, blah. It's just, it's whatever. It's like Cher, spanning across however many decades she's been alive. She's 140 now, so I can't believe I just said that. And then Jared said we should sort of like bounce off of each other, keep each other motivated, which could work. But I'm very much like, you know, selfish. I'm just gonna say that. I'm selfish and self-motivated, and that is because I'm a Taurus. There I go, blaming my sign again. Keep blaming my zodiac sign for everything. But it's pretty much, if I'm gonna fail, it's because I've made myself fail, and if I'm gonna succeed, it's because I've made myself succeed. Having that sort of like working together kind of interaction, I really suck at that. I need to get better at being a people person, but I'm just a selfish, stubborn human being who doesn't deserve much of anything, but still get some stuff. I also realized, touching on this, that a big reason why I don't film a lot of things I want to film is because it would involve getting together people and locations and getting like, working with other people. I could film those things using myself. I could be the actor, but I have this sort of like self-image problem where if I do any type of shot below the shoulders, I just feel fat and disgusting and don't want to do anything. But I realized I could just fucking get over it and film myself and create something great, or I could keep wanting to plan for something that I'll never get together and then hate myself forever. So really, who's the loser other than me if I just don't just do it, you know? Anyway, I'm sorry that I went on such a long rant about that. Originally, I was going to do a cake salad video and a main channel video. Main channel video being more like what I said in this video. Cake salad video kind of just only being responding to each other. But I feel like, you know what? Who says there are rules for cake salad? I do. But now I'm going back on that because I'm selfish and hypocritical. Whatever. Here's a cat. Love me. The light keeps varying in this video because clouds are moving overhead, so I just won't even worry about that. I know we're already at about 4 minutes in the editing process, but it's time to touch on a couple other things you guys have talked about instead of just completely ranting about myself for the whole video. Sarah, as for musical theater things, I was sort of like a jack of all trades in high school. I love any form of visual and musical art. So when they came together in the form of musical theater, I realized how obsessed I could become with that. Therefore, you know, my introduction to Barbra Streisand and Judy Garland and all these incredible divas who did Broadway. Like, I was interested in it, but my voice wasn't very good, but I had acting skills. So I always did like minor acting roles instead of big lead roles, even though I know that I had like big role potential. My drama teacher always tried to get me to audition for the bigger roles, and I'd always be like, really though, I'd rather have pedestrian number 6 who says this funny line. So that's what I always got, because I held myself back. It's a terrible disease, holding yourself back. Why do I do it? So I always kind of wanted to get into more theater productions out of high school, but I never did, even though Cookeville, our town, has like its own little theater production thing that I could join. I just never ever bothered because I just hold myself back. What can I say? So I completely understand what you mean when you say that you want to get into the new new theater scene, but it's sort of like kind of a troublesome, complicated, hard thing to do. So I feel you, girl. I feel you. And Jared, your dating experience might have been bad, but at least you are dating. I personally have never dated ever. I am 21 years old. I never dated anyone. I've never had any sort of relationship whatsoever. I called someone my boyfriend for a week, and that was it. That is the extent of my dating life ever. So consider yourself further up in the dating world than I am. I don't even have that weird like beginning stage of dating, like is this a date or is this not a date? I don't even go places with people. So try to feel good about yourself, because at least you're trying. I never have. Anyway, yeah, so that's all for this video today. That's it, I think. Oh, and you may notice that the laundry moved from the chair to the bed. That's because I actually forgot things I wanted to say in the video, so I filmed 2 videos, because I am not good at life. Bye-bye. Horrible way to end a video, Corey. Horrible!